Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
So stressful when the world's on fire. Good God. I can't look at this, guys. Like, my strategy is you buy it and you hope that you gotta get spotted. Yeah, but we all think you're crazy. You don't fight this. No way. The markets are freaking out and you don't think that anything is wrong? Come back tomorrow and I'll lose it all. Should be fun. I keep forgetting to unmute myself. Guys, wow, I'm so dumb. Okay, so it is the 10th. And treasury markets are up a little bit, and you'll never guess why. You will never guess why. Wait, let's go to CNBC here. Let's pull up CNBC. What does CNBC say? You'll never guess. You'll never guess. Dow futures drop 100 points after report says U.S.-China deal is unlikely this week. Wow, welcome to last month, Nimrods. Good grief. Can you believe this stuff? Michael says sticky note. Yeah, you know what? I have a sticky note though, and I keep leaving it. I should just leave it unmuted. Okay, so anyways, so let's come over to the charts. So, up a little bit. We kind of got over yesterday's high. We're not over 08, but that's one area that they might try and mess with. But there's also this 129 has had a lot of volume at it, so who knows? Now, when we look at the E-mini, slightly different story. They are trying to make it push back up, but you can see that drop there. And they're mostly just back to, where we were before the weekend. If we zoom back out here, we kind of got these all-time highs up here. And they look like they're moving down. If they move down to this point of control here, and who knows, there's this whole spot right here. It kind of looks ugly to me. So, I don't know. I'm a little weary. I kind of want to just be long, but it doesn't look like we have a very good setup for that this morning. Like, hold on a second. Let's get you guys up here first. Okay. Knucklehead Powell. Oh, hold on. Hold on, air cages. I have to turn it on first. See, it's starting the development server. There we go. Now I can turn on my little control panel. Okay. And now you can say it. Morning, woke up, and on the CME challenge, I went from hero to zero. Guess my long at 31.42 does not look that good anymore. Well, swing trading is not for me, man. Yeah, well, maybe it'll come back. Oh, that's probably bad advice. Anyways, I don't know what it's going to do. So the thing is we get news. All right. And come back over here. Let me pull up what the news we got. It's like, what is it? Non-farm productivity quarter over quarter looking for a reading of -0.1 and revised unit labor costs at 3.4. That is in 10 minutes. I can see along there though. Kind of. I don't like that one actually. No. Daily, weekly, monthly. Let's see here. So we are green on the week now. And green on the day. but not on the month. We still have to get above 08. Above that, though, it's like, giddy up. And we could see like 136, 116, potentially. That makes sense.
Mason Chan says LMFAO. Popularity Matters says swing trading works best for me in fires. Popularity Matters says fired. Popularity Matters says Forex.
4X.
Mason Chan says heavy volume on 045 for a while. Harlequin says well for me the CME thing was just a fun thing, have to trade normally on my real account so went for some all-in plays, and yeah gamble didn't work lol.
No, doesn't. You really, for those sorts of things, you really have to wait for the right spot. I think the thing that really screws us up and screws me up is that you get this need to take a trade, and then you end up taking a trade in an area that's just ill-advised, you know? So, yeah. Turned off my little scrolling thing down at the bottom today, just FYI. Just to see something. I should probably change my... Oh, I can change it here. Can I change it here? I'm going to change my bitrate, okay? Because some of you guys were complaining the other day.
says please, are you going to hold any NT8 programming?
Air Cages says hello no China deal today, K thanks bye.
I love it. I love it, Air Cages. Air Cages knows me, man. So entertaining. And Mom, what would you like to know about NinjaTrader 8 programming? Because if you have a question, I can totally answer it. And I do think I'm going to make a couple more videos. Oh, look, I did say it was long, didn't I? I'm going to wait until the news, though. Gonna wait until the news. You can't do it. They want me to buy it. But I'm not going to do it. Anyways, let's see here. What are some of the videos I'm going to do? Well, I have like the debugging one and the key functions.
Popularity Matters says swing trading works well for me with just the daily chart, then ignore my trades. I ran well for months like that, just making continuation bar trades. Looking at the market twice a day.
That's interesting. You know, when I'm looking at swing trades, I'm looking at either a 5-minute or a 30-minute chart. Anyways, and I'm always kind of looking for spots where it appears to have folded back on itself. What is going on with the cumulative delta here?
Air Cages says Seth, are you familiar with TradingView indicators?
I have written a little bit of TradingView indicator, but because I don't have a subscription anymore, it's kind of limited on the things that I want to do.
says external single variable drop down.
External single variable drop down. So are you saying that you want a variable that drops down in your chart window, like it would show up here and you could change something on the fly, like if you wanted your strategy to go long or to go short? Is that what you mean? Or am I like totally off base?
Popularity Matters says with those trades and looking to be in them 24 hours to 4 days.
Okay. Well, I was always looking for like, my strategy was in the evening, I was looking for some craziness to the downside, and then I would buy it. That's how I did it, and then try to hold it as long as I could. There's a lot of volume going through at 05. Look at, they sold 5,000, but it looks like they made it go offer another 2,700.
Air Cages says I'm looking to convert some NinjaTrader 7 indicators to TradingView. How would I go about getting that done? Any advice?
Well, that would be tough because they're fundamentally different languages. But you should be able to.
Popularity Matters says I don't like futures for multi-day holds.
Yeah, I don't like futures for multi-day holds either. But I would be looking, you can go through the code and generally find the formula that it's based off of and move it over to TradingView. It's just, you don't want to be, okay.
says on properties window.
On the properties window. Interesting. So you're saying in properties, external variable? I don't know what you
Popularity
mean.
Matters says what Lang is trading view in?
They have their own language. Okay, what was the news that just came through here? The E-mini seemed to like that. Well, since I don't know what that means, that kind of puts me in hands-off mode.
Michael XC says Pine it's easy.
Yes, Pine. That's right. That's what it's called, Pine. Yeah, that E-mini, that was a significant breakout in the E-mini. Not so much in the treasuries.
Air
Tempted to buy
Cages
it,
says
but-
would it make sense to find a freelancer for that?
I mean, yeah, but it really depends on the indicator, Air Cages, because if you're just looking for some sort of if it's an indicator that just outputs a single value at the end of every bar, then it's not going to be very difficult to convert over. You're just going to look for the on bar update method in the NinjaTrader and copy that formula over into Pine, and you're going to have to understand Pine and you're going to have to understand C#, but shouldn't be too difficult to figure out, where the differences are. If you're looking for like order flow and some more complicated if then logic in there like that, then it might take a little bit more work. But I think that you could just copy the code from one into the other and then
MMM says
change the
external
syntax.
single variable drop down on properties window like selecting add plot works several colors but on a single variable.
So are you saying that you just want to add something to here? So that when I'm on here and there's like
Michael
these
XC says way easier to port Ninja C hash to
plots,
Pine than the other way around.
and you want stuff to show up in here? Is that what you're getting at? Treasury's moving back up.
Michael
E-mini
XC
moving
says
back
for a
down.
non-programmer especially.
Easier, yeah, probably.
MMM says yes.
Okay. So, I do cover this in my basic functions video, so you can refer back to that, but I will show you here. Since we're not in a place where I can take a trade, I will show you a NinjaScript editor here. I'm going to pull it down here so that we're not blocking the DOM. Which indicator should we look at?
Popularity Matters says I need to learn C++ for my long-term goals in R, although with Quantopia or whatever it is called I can use my hobbyist Python skills.
Sure.
I prefer Python's syntax.
I can't stand the forcing a certain tab scheme on people is super controversial. Everybody likes their tab scheme. Okay, so see this right here, this region properties. So what a region does is it just makes it so that you can expand it. So at the bottom of every indicator, you see this region properties, and we get these things called accessors. So what
Michael
this
XC
does,
says syntax sucks for Python.
what this does is it says there is a variable that exists called period that is an integer, and get and set just means that, when you access this period, it just gets the integer and it sets the integer. If you wanted to do something more complicated when they access the integer, then you can expand that into full methods, but you don't need to worry about that. So when you define a property like that, it then becomes something that you can use everywhere else because it's a class level variable at that point, right? So here you see they set period equal to 14. And then there's this part right here. And what this part right here does, this little decorator that is above the variable, is this is information for NinjaTrader to know how to display that parameter in the indicator window, right? So it's saying, okay, it's a custom resource, that part you probably don't even actually need, but they're saying, okay, its name is period. We're going to put it in a group called NinjaScript parameters, and it's going to be the first one. So now if I come back in here to indicators,
Lucas says it's Seth back to trading. What's your bias? Dakota
ATR
Ellsworth
tick-
says your
I'm
colorful
not
board
sure
on the
yet.
top of your screen is making moves.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet because I don't know why they're moving. Okay, there was the non-farm was negative spot 3, negative spot 2 versus negative spot 1. See, I don't know why the E-mini's doing. There's a piece of news that hasn't percolated out to me yet. Okay, so do you see here now in parameters it says period 14?
Stickball
where it
says
comes
Seth
from.
when is FOMC meeting?
Tomorrow. Well, I mean, they're meeting right now, but the announcement is tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. It is moving. Well, do your
Lucas
thing.
says I don't understand though.
I don't understand either, Lucas. This is weird. They selling that. Somebody obviously said something.
Lucas says is it Trump?
I'm going to
Stickball
guess.
says PUMMMMMMP.
I'm
Stickball says holy SHIIIIT. Popularity Matters says dude jump in.
no way. No way. I don't want to jump in that. Maybe well, I could do it in the micros, couldn't I? Till I know what it is, I don't think I want to get in it because what if it's total bullshit? Like what if Kellyanne Conway said, "Well, we're still hopeful." Fuck that. Come on. This isn't happening. There's no way. Okay. U.S. Chinese negotiators planning for delay of December tariffs.
Lucas
That
says
is
which way
bullshit.
lol.
That is the headline I am seeing. That is the headline I am seeing. From Dow Jones. From Dow Jones. I can't believe that they would do that. If the United States delays the tariffs, they are dumb. But that's the headline. We have to go with
You see
it.
what I mean? They keep messing with us over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Popularity Matters says does her husband spank her? It seems like a BDSM relationship they have.
No, they don't even. They're not
Greg
like
Lebowski
even living
says
in the
there is no end
same
to this China
state.
shit effing annoyed.
Yeah. And the fact that it's like a positive headline kind of makes me be like, okay, fine. I don't want to mess with it. Can you believe though there was somebody way up here at 05 selling it?
Stickball says regulators laying out groundwork for tariffs.
I can't believe that that's.
Gary Rich says y'all need a serious colon cleansing.
I mean,
Harlequin says so what happened in the Amini lol?
it was
Just
turf
says, Don't
news.
forget to smash that like button in the face, goddammit.
Popularity Matters says dude I ate half a bottle of cayenne I'm clean. Lucas says at Harlequin trade optimism.
Trade
MMM says the
optimism.
upload color you have allows change from orange to a different color in that single variable. What I look for it's like a yes being interchanged with no as an example. Popularity Matters says lollipop.
So I'm just going to watch. I don't want to be involved in that kind of volatility. Especially not to the downside and especially not to a headline that makes no sense to me in
Stickball says just shorted
strategic
S.
sense. I mean, I guess you can run with it. Well, at what
Popularity
point can
Matters
we
says
run
how
with
did
it?
lol become lollipop?
It's probably at
Lucas says
31.
at STIK bal careful.
I don't know about that. So I see a spot here at 31, 30 half, and then there's another spot at 27 half. But there's quite a bit of congestion here.
Lucas says I don't remember pre-FOMC days being so volatile lol.
I do. You know, I've
says have
definitely
teaching on
seen.
volume indicator, volume zone.
I have definitely seen FOMC days that moved strongly. It's like they know what the Federal Reserve is going to say. Come on.
Lucas says it's Seth I know, I haven't been at this game as long as most traders.
Shit.
Lucas says I am a newbie.
It's a little bit of a stop run higher there. And they're not taking the 31 again. He's fighting it, I guess.
Harlequin says soon break even in the Amini again at 3,142 face with tears of joy.
Okay, now the Wall Street Journal is reporting it. Chinese trade negotiators are laying the ground for a delay of the fresh round of tariffs set to kick in on the 15th, according to negotiators on both sides. I mean, it sounds like it's a legit story and that it's happening. I just don't understand why the United States would do that. Really? No, I think you're full of shit.
Lucas says it's Seth if you had an office of your own to trade from, no costs for you. Would you trade from there or would you still do it from home?
Probably. I mean, if I didn't have to travel to it, that would be the problem. I'd have to wake up earlier to travel to it. I think you're full of shit, Mr. 31. Hit him. Hit him.
Popularity Matters says I work from home and I would choose an office. Lucas says I think as well. Air
China.
Cages says working from home definitely has its downsides.
China reportedly
Mason
expects
Chan
the U.S.
says
to
thought
delay
you
the
were gonna
imposition
stay
of
out,
tariffs.
Stick Bal says
Well,
PLZ go down.
I did
Lucas
until
says
it
I
hit
have
one
had
of
weeks
my
where I wouldn't
numbers.
leave home as long as I had food in the fridge lol. Popularity Matters says there is a psychological advantage to defining space for work and B.
That's true.
Says volume zone.
Come on. Really?
Lucas says I agree. Air Cages says Seth is no coward.
It hit a level that I can take it at. I just this order down here is kind of like funny. Like, well, I can't believe that somebody would stick something like that up on in the action that we're having. You know? Okay. Well, the 5-year is saying that they're gonna push back down.
Air Cages says looks
I
like
don't
a
know.
spoof.
It looks like a
Lucas
spoof
says I
to
was
me.
making conversation cause you said you wanted to stay out lol.
Yeah. Well, I took it now. Kind of committed. I mean, I think it's a spoof, but geez. There is some auction today, isn't there? Why?
Says thank you.
No problem, man. Sorry, things got a little crazy. We couldn't spend more time on that, but I think that we solved the main question, yeah. I just don't understand. Why are they squeezing me so hard like this? They just move down too hard and they need to rebalance.
Popularity matters says market equals bullies.
Yeah. Why is O1/2 pulling? Okay.
Gary Rich says this is why OCO and bracket orders take advantage of instant news.
Okay, somebody just kind of said enough of that at 005. See what happens now. Really. Well, don't know what to say. Very curious. What does this put us? How come that one's not white? It'll be white at the end of the...
Lucas says at Mason Chan any trades so far? I only took one trade pre-open but didn't work for more than one.
I'm just confused why the
Mason
US
Chan
would
says
be...
yep there was a good one this morning +2.
Why they would delay the tariff. Because you sit down, you delay it, and then China says, we're still not going to make a deal. You should delay it again. Like, you've had 2 fucking months. 2 months, you knew it was coming. Just do it. Pussies.
Lucas says at 045?
There better be some really strong reason that for them to think that they're going to do the deal.
Mason Chan says hell yay son. Air Cages says look at that manipulation. Not good mon, not good.
Right? Look at there at 0.5, the stack. It's not the first time that he tried to do that, by the way.
Lucas says at Mason Chan I took the same trade, only the time I got in it went +1. Ace Trade says morning.
Good morning,
Lucas
Ace.
says who did you train with? Mason Chan says train? Lucas says hi Ace.
Does Ranswalk, does anyone out there
Lucas says
think
yay who taught you? Did you learn on your own?
a full and comprehensive US trade deal will be signed off? If
Popularity
not, when does
matters
this begin
says
to be
Yoda.
priced in, and what does that look like? I don't know, man. The E-mini looks
Stick
all
Bal
right.
says auction news. Stick Bal says ink. Mason Chan says I read the Knobs book but mainly watching Dom and making my own rules. Ace Trade says getting short signal at 3139.50. Lucas says yeah I learned with the same guy.
You don't see that one. I guess it's not. I thought maybe he was using a certain thing, but it's not. But I see 36.75.
Popularity matters says Yoda took me in front of a Dom and said, Trader, you are not. Learn, you must. Scalping you must.
Okay, when this news came out, we were around the 04 half, right? They really pushed it there in the 5-year. I can't believe that they did that. They were able to do that. Oh, President Trump hasn't yet decided. Curious. It's pretty funny that as soon as I get in that one, I really shouldn't let these go -4,
Ace
huh?
Trade says 2 points. Lucas says at ACE Trades, did you get in? Missed the signal, I don't know if it already hit that level. Lucas says damn.
Well, I don't know if I can really take a trade anymore, man.
Mason Chan says I think you should avoid the news scramble, Seth.
Yeah, well, I took that one because they were breaking
Stickball says just
spot,
closed S
but
short. Greg Orlovsky says minor econ redbook in 6 minutes.
didn't work out, did it? That's not the one I want. I want that one. I mean, I could have taken 05. The technicals are such that we could see a lot of.
Gary Rich says try or try not, there is not try.
Oh, let's just wait.
Stickball says Ace Trades good timing. Popularity Matters says I think Grady teaches 2005 prop firm techniques. Unpopular opinion, but he did get a lot of us started. I heard someone on FIO way something similar. Then a prop trader indirectly confirmed it.
Well, that is, he said as much that that's where he kind of learned that stuff from, right? I don't think that the signals that he specifies directly are going to make you a whole lot of money. Not anymore. Okay.
Lucas says he was a prop trader himself.
Yeah. Till that firm went down.
Popularity
He talks
Matters
about it.
says 2005 is in semi-outdated.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the whole thing is I don't think that you use as specific entries, but using the DOM I think is
Lucas says I don't think his
thing.
stuff is outdated.
I don't think that using the DOM will ever be outdated.
Greg Orlovsky says POPM and watching Grady's videos. The market movement was tame. 10 tick ranges. Lucas says how could it be outdated?
Most of those videos, yeah. Well, he's saying that the meta has changed.
Popularity Matters says yep.
And the meta has definitely changed. If you try and look for, like the lure like he mentions, you're going to have a really hard time telling which way it's going to go. It's not a very actionable signal anymore.
Stickball says what's the meta? Volvo 420 says is this your full-time job?
No. Just a hobby. Wouldn't recommend making it your full-time job. That's too much pressure. You need to have some other form of income.
Lucas says market behavior changed, but underlyings are still the same, I believe.
The meta changes. Which signals tend to work and stuff changes from time to time.
Popularity Matters says Yoda best me with his cane, and said, "Edge you have not, force is weak, skills soon come." Air Cages says but what you should do is buy Garlicoin. Full-time baby. Greg Orlovsky says Grady stated that usually a treasury trade doesn't go one effing tick against him, bullshit.
Oh no, it totally probably goes
Greg
one or two.
Orlovsky says in this market one tick, ha 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 ha.
Right. Well, I definitely caught the
Gary
wrong
Rich
spot
says it's
in that
nice to
one.
get huge moves on the YM, it's magic. Lucas says you learn the skill to rock climb, each mountain is different and need different approaches, the basics are the same.
House Judiciary Committee aiming to vote on articles of impeachment no later than Thursday, says sources. Somebody really aggressively wanted to push it up there. They really didn't want that 30.5 to go. I don't know, I see it particularly in the 5-year. The 5-year completely reversed in terms of volume. I think it was just a poorly placed trade, you know? Because I'm trying to catch it as it breaks out of the thing there's too much of a chance of it folding back on me.
Air Cages says Grady cherry picks trading setups. It's not realistic. Dom reading alone is dead.
Yeah. The thing is when I've watched his webinars, he's never just been purely based off of those signals, you know?
Stickball says it's insane. Stickball says I realize now that a lot of market participants actually just traded the chart.
Yeah, probably the vast
Lucas
majority
says
of retail.
PFFT, what is alive? Ta trading altcoins? Popularity Matters says you can dom dead alone, you just can't follow size.
So the problem.
Gary Rich says never claim trading as a hobby, that's war crime.
Okay, look. There is a problem with order flow, particularly watching cumulative delta, okay? Because if you're a big trader, you can choose to move it two ways. You can use market orders or you can use limit orders. You want to get filled with a certain amount, you know, he can do it almost any way that he wants. And so they have it's very easy for them to make it appear that it's going to be going a certain way and then not. Okay. In that particular trade that I took, it's not like there wasn't a big warning sign, right? There was that huge stack at 31 and they pushed it up. That was your signal. I ignored it because I thought that he was lying, but they went out, probably should have gotten out of that one earlier, right? But I think just the idea that DOM reading doesn't work is, I think, a little silly because you're looking at the purest form of what's going on in the market. Like, that is the only way that I know of that you can really, truly see everything that's going on. Now, whether or not you can pull an edge out of that's consistent is a totally different thing. But I don't think that John Grady was ever necessarily saying, hey, here's exactly what you do and it'll always work. And in fact, I think that he kind of specifically says that it doesn't work that way. I think that it was only intended to say, these are the kinds of games that you can see played on the DOM, and you need to think and watch what you're seeing and saying, why might that be happening? And you watch that enough and you should be able to come up with your own signals. So to come in and say that his method doesn't work, sort of a thing, is kind of beside the point. Because if you're using his exact setups, you're doing it wrong. You know? Anyways.
Stickball says of course, it's called engineering liquidity. Popularity matters says DOM will always work, the signals you choose must evolve.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of what's happening is that you'll see something that works, and then the robots will, the machine learning algorithms adjust. So then it stops working.
Greg Orlovsky says POPM yes, DOM and charts are always going to be trader discretionary. Popularity matters says market participation changes, so you have to either learn the new games, or learn which moments give edge. Stickball says like the stream guys.
Like the stream. The way that she said that one was kind of weird. See, now they're moving back up, but look at the number of people participating here.
Stickball says short S. Stickball says more Trump news. Popularity matters says most chart dudes can't evolve to DOM, so they cry.
Okay, so they're saying
Mason
that
Chan says dunno if I want to trade this day anymore.
Kayla Taoshi says subsequent reports suggest this news is coming from the Chinese officials. U.S. sources so far this morning are quiet.
Popularity matters says chart equals where, DOM equals how. Stickball says Mexi. Gary Rich says Seth, do have worksheets for the day or spreadsheets to tell you the levels to watch? Stickball says soon. Stickball says
let me
Mexico
tell you the
signed
exact
deal.
levels.
Stickball
I
says
never
3
did
countries
this.
agree to sign MCA today. Air Cages says it's fine. This is more like a hobby than anything else, as Seth stated. Shouldn't look at this if you really need to actually make money. It's more like a mental exercise or challenge emo.
Well, it's not like you can't make money doing it.
Lucas says at Mason Chan I am having trouble picking direction as well. I think today is going to be news-related movement. Ace Trade says at Air Cages I disagree.
I mean, Ace, for instance, has made a big chunk of money doing it, right? I don't know what his signal is, though. I've been trying to figure it out, and I thought I had it, and it turns out that I don't. Okay, so it did finally give me an insight bar, so now I see where I should...
Stickball says at Air Cages that's how you look at it if you don't want to make money lol.
This looks like too many people long.
Mason Chan says so Ace is the whale here?
No. I think he's trading like
Lucas says
3
I
or
like
4
to think of this as a
contracts in the
business,
ES.
so I don't know. Hobbies are for fun, I don't think you should approach trading in a fun way. Ace Trade says are you saying I am fat?
You guys.
Air Cages says of course you can make money. You can make money from gambling as well. Popularity matters says yeah, trading is a business.
I don't know. I have some pretty good stats on certain market situations that you can make money on.
Popularity matters says business can be fun, though.
In certain times of year.
Michael XC says especially horse racing. Michael XC says with bots. Popularity matters says gambling is a skill and heavy math.
That's a big iceberg.
Air Cages says this is fun for me. I wouldn't rely on it though.
It's a lot of selling. I don't know, guys.
Stickball says it's a competitive market. Air Cages says there's so many ways to make money. Stickball says S go up.
Like there's now a big order showing up at O2 half. Think
Air
it's
Cages
gonna...
says much easier ways to make money too lol. Ace Trade says at Air Cages in your robe? From home? In 2 minutes?
You think that they would be
Lucas says
real
lol.
orders on both sides?
Stickball says S stop run. Air
We had one
Cages
down
says
here
money
and
is
then
not
one
the
up here.
prime motivator. At least for me.
Yeah, it shouldn't. If it's just the money, then you're gonna have a hard time sticking with it as long as it is required.
Popularity Matters says I know my biggest turn is that I simply never lose much. I know when and where I can get my slice and when the market is going to churn and burn me. If trading weren't a challenge I wouldn't do it. Stickball says long S. Stickball says Kananda Trump news. Ace Trade says at STIK Bal good luck with that long. Stickball says thanks. Lucas says look how they pulled those 5K at 030.
Yeah, was it at 03? Yeah, it was at O2 half. It's gone now. But they had a pretty aggressive downtick at O2 as well.
Lucas says maybe 025? Greg Orlovsky says sorry for caps. Greg Orlovsky says ZN guy at 02 half never traded. Air Cages says yeah from home, in your robe. Trading is the hardest easy money you'll ever make. Popularity Matters says I would say prostitution. Gary Rich says I hear selling your body is worth making money. Lucas says have you seen Ace taking 2 points before breakfast almost every morning?
Wilbur Ross said they might be willing to delay, according to Kayla.
Claudio Ibarola says John Grady give you the tools to finally see how big players do their thing. It is directly.
See that at O2 again? How many times is it on? Yeah. It says it's at O2 though.
Gary Rich says if it's not about the money why do it?
Because you enjoy it.
Air Cages says yeah, you can only make money from home with day trading, way to keep a close mind LMAO.
I might have missed.
Popularity Matters says not everyone cares about big players and more they hide their hands. Stickball says at ACE Trades.
They're having a hard time moving from this spot.
Air Cages says, do you think Seth is trading for money? What a strange question.
I've lost a lot of money lately, guys. Real talk. Lost a bit lately.
Stickball says ZN at VWAP Seth.
What?
Popularity Matters says, I've been making money from home since 2009 and it isn't easy. Trading is a lot more interesting and competing with the world is fun. Lucas says at Popularity Matters, not all look for big players, that's true. I think there are overall two different approaches. You look for big players and follow them, or you are a trader and avoid them. Gary Rich says trading is the way, you control your destiny. Air
Do
Cages
you know
says,
the
if you only
way?
trade for money but lose money instead, why do you keep trading? It's not like everyone makes money here.
Why, you can trade sim forever, guys. Just saying.
Claudio
trade some
Ibarola says,
forever.
for popularity, if you are looking for small moves, I think you must.
Hmm. Okay. Probably would have
Stickball says,
preferred
do you
0
watch
1/2, but
FT71 Seth?
from time to time, yeah.
Popularity Matters says, not really Claudio. Apple Juice says, Seth, what time does the volume profile on your DOM reset? Air Cages says, plenty of other ways to control your destiny. None of the richest people in the world are traders, just saying.
This one is just from the
Lucas
whole
says, unless
extended
you are
session.
position or swing trading, but how many swing traders are profitable and how many retail traders have the ACC size to position trade?
Sorry, hold on. What is your point, guys? What are you getting at? What are you trying to get at? Are you saying that people shouldn't trade? Or, I mean, what is... Because I'm hearing a lot of noise during a pretty active market, and I'm not quite sure what the point of this is. Not criticizing or anything. It's just I don't understand the thesis. This sucks.
Air Cages says, I'm saying that people should trade because they enjoy it, they enjoy the process, etc. It's not about the money.
Okay, but we must also acknowledge that trading kind of sucks, right? Especially if you're not profitable, right? Uh,
Popularity Matters says, one whack on the head, and Yoda said, trading fun, trading business, trading hard, trading worth it, trading is force. Stickball says, trading is fun. Gary Rich says, wow, so much frowning. Lucas says, Seth, you said active market?
that one just did not
Air
work.
Cages says, yeah, if you're not profitable. What keeps you going?
Stubbornness. Honestly. You know, I haven't been doing well lately. It doesn't feel good. Taking these two doesn't feel good. I can't even get a single fucking tick to go my way. Like, what the hell? And that, maybe that first one, okay, I understand. That one, yeah, I got one tick. I got one tick on it. It's just like, man. Well, I know that they got these spots and everything, but it's just that should have been a good short. I don't know, man. I'm running out of room. Why do I keep doing it? What else would I do? I really cannot imagine like sleeping in 2 extra hours. Could not live with myself, man. I would rather trade on a sim account until the day I die than stop doing it. I really would. And I can't 100% explain why, and the only thing that I can really attribute it to is that I'm just too fucking stubborn to stop trying.
Popularity Matters says there are PPL who fail at trading for 20 years.
Yeah.
Stickball says remember the law of large numbers, Seth. Popularity Matters says PPL who play lotto for 60 years. Gary Rich says if one can't take the heat of these markets, stay out and trade mutual funds. I hear that's easy. Popularity Matters says lol.
I can't believe they're
Popularity
doing this.
Matters says Seth the challenge is what makes it worthwhile.
Well, I had an actionable setup, but I'm not quite sure what to make of this anymore because it just doesn't seem like any of the stuff that I'm looking at is working. Maybe I will just quit for the day.
Popularity Matters says I can't think of anything easy I enjoy besides food. Stickball says Seth serious question what do you expect to happen when you take a trade?
I would
Mason
expect
Chan says
that
I
spot
lost
to
every
hold.
trade 1 week trading S. I feel you Seth, maybe take a breather.
I, you know, so it was going okay. It went across that price too many times. Then they took the next price, okay, but then that one bid and they came back up to 01. And then I'm trying to get out at my break even
IQ
price,
says
and that's
Seth the
not going.
challenge is what makes it worthwhile, 100%.
That's not what it should do.
Popularity Matters says everything I lust for is difficult.
So basically, the basic gist of it is that there's still distribution here. It's just it's around 01
IQ
now
says
instead
lol.
of 01 half or 02. The Democrats are going to do 2 articles of impeachment. Which is going to be interesting.
Gary Rich
the way
says
they
suck
vote.
it up, stop complaining, embrace the suck, it's enjoyable. Air Cages says I think everyone believes all the losses and hard work will be worth it once they eventually get good enough to become consistently profitable. That's the journey everyone goes through. Popularity Matters says 26 people. Punch that like in the face.
Thank you, Popularity Matters. This day is just not going how I expected at all. I don't, with the way things are going right now, I'm starting to think
Air
that
Cages
this
says
is
sorry if I'm a downer today.
not a winnable situation when you have essentially countries manipulating the market. You know what I mean? Let's go into that. How do you win in that situation? I've made money off of trade comments and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that I've lost more than I've made now.
Michael XC says, what's your usual mantra about Tuesdays? Ace Trade says at STIK Bal you were trying to talk to me? Sorry,
Well.
had to go fix breakfast. Mason Chan says you win by not playing.
My goodness. Today had news, so it's
Popularity
not a no
Matters
news
says the
Tuesday.
fat boys get the most food.
It's not a no news Tuesday. Seems to me that we don't have enough of an information edge because they knew what was going
IQ
on
says, do
like
you have stats on your expectations and what
5
happened over a
minutes.
3/6 month period, Seth?
Sure.
Stickball says, is ES gonna stop run below?
The problem is every time that I get expectation and things start going out and then it changes. Watch live. So the Democrats are going to do it.
Ace Trade says at STIK Bal, what am I, a genie? Lol. Lucas says, I was about to say the same lol, you win by not placing trades. But you got mad at us for discussing stuff cause markets were actually not active.
Well, I think they were kind of active. Listen.
Popularity Matters says, I will open up platform at 10. I'm staying out right now.
Where is it? Oh, it's way over here. They're doing something. People are putting orders in.
Air Cages says hello, smash that like button in the face, goddammit.
If you can't hit that bitter ass,
Greg
hit the
Orlovsky
like.
says, OMG, the ZN and ZB were moving.
Yeah. I mean, now it's turning down. See, like that. Now it's in a spot where it's like, can you ever get filled though? You want to take that?
Gary Rich says, Jesus Christ, now blame the world.
They're going to do everything in a way in which I can't participate.
Greg Orlovsky says, sorry, but I'm starting to see that most of you do not trade real money. Popularity Matters says, maybe we could donate for an exit tag from the Chinese version of Sniper Wolf.
Probably a lot of you
Air
are.
Cages says, Seth,
Not.
I think you should wrap it up for today. You seem down.
No, I'm going to keep going. It's only 7:20. Equity market hasn't even opened. So.
Lucas says, hey, I trade real live money. I mean, it's only a one lot, but still.
I think most of us are just small.
Gary Rich says, hey, lose 24 in a row, go 8 months of losing and then come talk.
The U.S. wants
Greg
China to
Orlovsky
commit.
says, Gary, there you go, I agree.
Hold on.
Uzi Knesset says, y'all making me feel good about not making a trade today, lol.
I don't even
Stickball
heard
says,
from
at Speculator
Izzy
Seth,
yet.
do you find that when the volume profile is evenly distributed like a bell curve, that you have a harder time trading the market?
No. I mean, if the end of the day ends up being like that, and it was a long enough range, I actually might do well in that environment. It has a lot more to do with the way that they're ticking around than it does what the volume profile looks like. Unless they like literally stay in a 4-point range the whole day. See that, they come back up. They only gave one extra tick and they come back up. Okay, what is this? U.S. wants China to commit to a quarterly review of promised purchases and to the purchase amount, not dropping by 10% in any quarter. China has resisted, saying guaranteed purchases would violate World Trade Organization rules and cause friction with other countries. Okay. Well, I don't see many people hitting a 1. I think that I need... Oh, where is it? No, that's right. Look at the volumetric bars. It does kind of look to me like that the big players may have stopped for now. Delta is negative. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, really? Oh, you know what? But I don't need that other data series on this one. Okay. Remove. There we go. Okay. It is a 1. Okay. Okay, what you guys talking about over here? I was trading 2 lots and doing well before all the market madness began like 5 months ago. Really? I have volume goals more so than money goals, also loose goals, action goals. I think profits take care of themselves when you get the rest right. Now, Fed may need QE4 before year end to halt stresses, says Credit Suisse.
Popularity matters, says spell check is crack.
There are some reasons to go long. The E-mini stopped in a really curious spot.
Stickball says wait for the news, Seth.
For the news? You mean for the E-mini Open?
Lucas says at Greg Orlovsky, oh okay, I started to think I was not trading real money with my one lot. Thing is I rather cut size while markets are behaving like this. No point in risking more than what's needed.
Well, some of what we saw in the treasuries today
Cages says
might
lunch
be
money
because of
about
the auction.
$3.50. Not enough left over after paying commissions, lol.
Okay.
Greg Orlovsky says Lucas grinning face with big eyes, I want you to make money. Greg Orlovsky says nothing wrong with a one lot. Popularity Matters says 3.50 times 100 equals a lot of burritos. Ace Trade says at Air Cages, well, I swing for first base every day. You can feed a family on 2 points a day.
That one might have actually been not what I wanted.
Popularity Matters says 3 cents a day can cure hunger. Air Cages says I wish you all success with your lunch money making trading goals.
Okay.
Lucas says at Greg Orlovsky the goal is to keep it real. Greg Orlovsky says at ACE Trades OMG 8 ticks per day as and was always considered to be amazing performance.
Well, he's not trading in the treasury, right? He's trading in the E-mini.
Ace Trades says at Greg Orlovsky agreed.
Okay. Here comes the E-mini. First impulse is a buy. Very tepid though. They seem confused.
Michael XC says ever notice that people always used to ask for a cup of coffee a day and now they ask for a cup of Starbucks coffee a day? Air Cages says I think anything above 0 after commissions is amazing performance. Popularity Matters says 4 ticks a day with size is plenty.
You gotta be kidding me, man. Why did I take that?
Ace Trade says at Popularity Matters that's it. Gary Rich says at Ace well then I can feed a village.
My face don't feel good. Interesting
KJ
that
Shankar says morning. Reshort NQ at 8,400?
their
Air
first
Cages says
thing
keep
went
in mind that like 99% lose money, meaning they lose, pay commissions and leave the markets empty-handed.
mhm.
Getting to break even is an accomplishment.
Okay, that's enough. Sorry, but it's not helpful to. I'm just gonna turn it off. You can continue your conversation, but I don't want to hear more about it. You know, most people lose and all this bullshit. It's
Ace Trade says at Gary Rich good on you.
it's like some days are good, some days are bad. Mm-mm. It looks to me like buyers are in control. I mean, there's an iceberg there at 20. Seems to be indicating that they're stuck here. Like, I don't know. Now they come back. Trump on USMCA deal. Bill's looking good. It's the best and most important trade deal ever made. Good for everybody, farmers, manufacturers, energy unions to join to support. Importantly, we'll finally end our country's worst trade deal, NAFTA. Yeah, okay. What are you saying, Uzi? Trading is a massive pain in the ass? Hmm.
Uzi Knesset says it's a massive pain in the ass sometimes.
This is, you guys have said too much, and so I need to restart the thing.
Stickball says it's speculator Seth WJERE. Did you get that news from?
That one was on Donald Trump's Twitter account.
Uzi Knesset says when you hit a funk where everything you do is wrong. I know that funk. Lucas
Yeah.
says Seth, I dunno if you are on sim, just switch to sim and play the range. A couple of +1 trades will boost confidence and break you out of this tense state. Air Cages says I'll stop talking.
Well,
Gary Rich says okay, mood change. Did you hear the one where a Jew, Pope, ISIS fighter go into a bar?
no, what? This sounds like the setup for a bad joke that you shouldn't say on YouTube. Now they're doing it again at a 1? Am I just misreading these? The E-mini's really retracing that.
Apple Juice says talk about a funk. I've lost 15,000 trading and I'm only 21 years old, lol.
Wow, Apple Juice, really? Where did you get 15,000 from? This is where the problem is like, okay, there's two problems. One is, at what point do you sit down and say,
Lucas
okay, I've
says
got
it's all
something I'm
good.
not
You
going to
live
trade
in
it live?
America. You can make that money back. Ace Trade says at Apple Juice you should do the opposite of whatever you are doing.
15,000 is a lot.
Stickball says pushed his grandmother down the stairs.
But then the other problem is at what point do you just stop doing it, right? Or, stop doing it with your live account. Like, if you got something
Apple
and then
Juice
you're
says
going
lol.
down, your drawdown is bigger than it should be. See, like I had that trade right and they moved against me. Why are they pulling? Oh, because the Democrats are talking? Really?
Greg Orlovsky says super thin depth.
I think that's because the Democrats are talking right now. I can't believe that they would pull for that, but whatever.
Lucas says oh wow. Ace Trade says there is 10 points.
Well, they're
Uzi
snout
Knesset
saying
says
I
if you
should
look at
take
Delta
it.
for the session, Delta is up but action is down. I interpret that as don't hit the bid, wait to get an offer filled. Of course, trick is as always, finding the right spot. Air Cages says I stopped day trading. It was a hard decision because it was my whole life. So much time and money invested. Had to ask myself some hard questions. I'm back now but only as a hobby.
Come on. This is the setup this time, I'm sure. As in, I know that I'm playing my strategy correctly. But what is the E-mini is just chopping around here for no reason. Come on.
Lucas says oh man.
Why are they trading so fucking much? This is dumb.
Gary Rich says the market sniffed out that trade deal from China News out. What a reversal.
Well, he stacked and then he pulled it. And it ticked back up on nothing. E-mini is going down. They're not ticking back up.
Air Cages says my trading career was kind of saved by crypto. The 2017 bubble, I still trade that. The only place where I found an edge that works for me. It's more like swing trading though. Michael XC says Seth is talking about S.
Mulvaney is talking.
Ace Trade says at Michael XC usually he is talking about treasuries.
How can I have it so wrong every fucking time, guys? What am I doing wrong? Seriously. This is so dumb. Why, what do I gotta do?
Lucas says play the range.
I'm looking for a break of the ranges is a problem, yo. No, you're right. You're right, Lucas. Good call.
Gary Rich says at Air stick it out, you will eventually get it right and have that aha moment. Air Cages says if it's manipulation it's random. You don't know what they're doing.
No.
Bono Lucas says don't play what you think gonna happen, play what happen. Stickball says it's them reacting to the news.
Fuck.
Bono Lucas says and here it's just a range so buy the low and sell the height of the range till it's break. Lucas says it is going to break eventually, but probability is higher for the range to hold. Ace Trade says the market can do 3 things, 2 of them are bad.
The stupid thing is that they broke the range. Like, that's why I took it. The instant I start going long, they're like, okay, maybe now we'll go down and push the lows. So fucking gay. Matt, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. This is just... it's dumb, right? See, watch, if I go short here. See? Air cages? The pessimism needs to end now. Okay? I feel like that what you're doing is you're trying to justify your own decision to have stopped trading. And you don't need to tell anybody. Like, if you decided to stop trading, then that's cool. Keep it to yourself. All right? Because it doesn't help anybody else here to have somebody spewing negativity in their ear while they're trading. White House Chief of Staff Mulvaney says trajectory towards phase 1 China deal pretty good. So were they pulling for that or Mulvaney? Mm-hmm.
Michael XC says but then again FOMC tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that puts me at like, yeah. Rejected.
Apple Juice says Seth, do you work besides trading?
Yeah, I work besides trading. I just can't believe that I've had such a bad run here. I don't have enough margin anymore to trade the 10-year. And it's going to be a very long time before I'm going to have the money to be able to put in and try again. That's why I'm really down. And this is where I should be going short. Like, short. Goes against me, I buy it. Finally, they fucking short it. It's just so retarded. I can't. You have stuff and it works, and all of a sudden it's just dead wrong every fucking time. I feel bad for you guys because I know you want to watch me trade live, but I can't trade it live anymore. I can't. And I might not be able to trade live again for a year. Something that kind of pisses me off too is that I could have. Now, why was I not short there? Why was I not short there? Oh, I know why. Because it was like there was like a thing because of him. You know what? I just. And the problem that I have, like the thing that makes me mad, is that I can trade live, or I mean, I can trade sim or ES for a year, but I don't think I'll learn anything from it because I think that my order is affecting the market. I don't know what to do, guys. Trump administration member Mulvaney more circumspect on tariff delay. I don't think I should have taken that last trade. I was probably only had like one tick of margin left when I did it. I didn't realize it. Because if that's. Yeah. But then it wouldn't have let me take it that one. Maybe you should focus on your YouTube channel. Um, It's just a bad day. I think that the YouTube channel has been going pretty good, but I think that for the YouTube channel to ever really be anything spectacular, that we need to be winning. And right now we're not. December we're not. Senator McQuire, wow, this is when we're listening to I Hope Better Days for you, but I can't listen.
Block cell.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Fuck this shit. Oh, it makes me so mad. You can have it right.
Block cell.
You can totally have it right, you know? Well, we can do this. Pfizer report reveals Clinton meddled. I don't know what the headline was. It hasn't hit Twitter yet. That really went down, man. How many times? Look right here. How many times did I fucking sell it? Bullshit. They just wait and squeeze me out. Every fucking time. Man. Interesting that the E-mini's not moving on that. Well, the E-mini is starting to go a little bit. Now that we've gotten 10, we can move that. Pelosi's holding a press conference on the USMCA. Interesting how the ES lagged a lot behind the ZN. Well, we don't know why ZN dumped. But I had some good trades in there. Gamer through the ages I'm on every weekday from 8:20 Eastern time. Well, that was no good. Stickball says that was your signal. Well, that one was you get out. I don't know if that's what you mean. I had the short there, right, but it was on Sim and You might be right. It might just have been the break of the low at 30.5. I don't know if it was news related, to be honest. It might be another dump in the treasuries, to be honest. So that level that they hit was pretty ugly. They might try and go for the 128.21. $40 viewers? Well, because people love to watch me get pissed off. I think that what happens is there's somebody that watches, and this is going to sound dumb, but there's somebody that watches that doesn't like me. And when I do bad, they go over to their other chat room and they're like, "Oh, he's doing really poorly, guys." And then we get, well, 36 viewers is only a few more than normal. Plus we had, we got mentioned on Reddit yesterday. It's unfortunate that I'm having such a bad month, huh? I mean, the thing that's so bad is that I don't know why it was. It's when I go back and I look at it, it's like, well, no wonder it didn't work out right. It's like we were going short, going long there. That last one was really dumb. That buy. Because that was the short. And it was overextended, so I was trying to buy into it thinking that it was news and it just overextended. Like that was the one that's like the most frustrating. But anyways. If that wasn't news driven, then that was a great call. What? Do you mean the sell at the low? Like when I said sell at 128.31? I mean, it's not too hard. I took this one, failed. They're immediately going to go push the other side. You go short at 129. I took it. It was just my margin was gone at that point, so I took it on sim, and then it was like, well, fuck this. I don't even care anymore. Like, why even have it on there? Perhaps you need to consider wider. No. Can't do that. I mean, the size of a stop that I would have needed for that was really bad. So would have just made things worse. Mm-mm-mm. No, I think, and the other thing was that some of these trades, there was other news going on in Chop and stuff, and really should have just not touched it. They look set for another break. Mm. Yeah, unfortunately, these days happen. You guess the direction perfectly, yet don't capitalize on the actual move. Yeah. I'm just a little weirded out by how wrong I got it so many times. Like, I was clearly making some bad calls there. Twenty might be good, but I kind of want to see if they break this. So there's the top of this one at 31, 38.50. If they get up there, then then we could run. Right there. Now, whether they do that or not is a different question. House Ways and Means panel chairman says it's unlikely USMCA trade pact will be voted on the House floor next week. Stickball says you should worry more about the timing of your trades than whether. You're totally right. Well, it's not like I was just taking them and, it was like I could see which way the pressure was going and they just kept stopping us out. I'm not sure how to deal with that. Okay. Well, the funny thing is that my E-mini trading has been going pretty okay lately. Hmm. We're kind of getting like a slow zigzag up into the E-mini. It's a little frustrating. Hmm. Okay, that's a little better. Stickball, maybe they have real-time open interest data and can see when you open positions. Oh, they absolutely do. But I don't believe that they can see who is who. So all they can see is that one order went in there. You know, when they can say this many one lots traded here. Um, I don't know if that makes sense. So they kind of can have an idea of where people are at, but they can. I think that it's pretty easy to see it on the chart too, right? Oh, why do I have this? How long have I had it on there? So like, here's the white bars, right? Here's the inside bar, and here's they broke it right here. Where's the stupid pen? Why is that all the way over here? Well, whatever. Okay. See here? So I tried taking it. Failed. They go to the other side. You take that one. I totally would have done it if I had the margin. Would have, could have. Anyways, so you can kind of see how that trade would have worked out in their minds, right? Okay, we had this big thing. We're in a range. I think that is going to go lower. Let's push this side of it first to stop everybody out, and then we can push lower. How much would you have made? 4, 6, 12 ticks. It would come out +2. I mean, if I hadn't have taken that one trade, then who knows? If I hadn't have taken that long, if I had just stayed stubborn, you know? LaShawn Turner, life's a pickle, so pickle it. Yeah, you know what? It's like, So I got a little like uh, wild there, mostly because I think it's fun and it feels good. But I'm still like, the thing is this isn't the first time I've taken it down to this level and made it back. You know, um, but it's just really disappointing because um had an opportunity and I blew it. I blew it. And it was not just a one day thing, you know. This has been going on for the past 2 weeks. I mean, the thing that's so maddening about it was I was down to this spot and I made it back up to 1,000. And then I had a bad day that was my fault. And then yesterday, you know, was a bad day, but wouldn't say that that was all my fault. And now today I'm getting into the, it just doesn't matter what you do, you know. It seems to me that when we're losing, I lose too much. And I don't know what to do about it. It's just like, and it seems to me like that if I start doing something and it starts working, then the market immediately catches it and starts changing it. And it's like, it'll only work for like a week before they figure it out. Because this time around, I saw something and then that stopped working. So I saw something else and I changed it immediately. And then they caught on to that one so quickly too. You blew it. I blew it. And the thing was, is that was money that we had made. $1,000 that we had made to do this. And it didn't work out. And we're not going to get an opportunity like that for a long time. Maybe the YouTube channel starts doing well. If you want to help out, make sure you're subscribed to the Patreon. Check out the cryptocurrency charts every day. Those are good. Let's go post these right now, in fact. Okay, just says I love the YouTube channel. Well, I feel like that the one-off videos are great too. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just going to start playing up the losing. I think is what I'm going to do. And we're going to go and we're going to change this to, I blow my account. Well, it wouldn't be I blow my account because technically we didn't blow it, but we'll just say that. Okay, well, we're getting close to the open, or we are above the open. But I still want to see 31.3850. Who do you think is manipulating the market? The dealers, market making trend? Well, I don't know. I mean, there's lots of people manipulating the market, right? Who was that buyer? There's no way to know. And what they were doing, was that really market manipulation? I mean, I don't know, man. The thing that concerns me more is that it appears that China is manipulating the market. You know? Like this whole thing starts from a headline from China that they're going to do a deal or that they're going to delay the tariff. See, this is all just a ruse to try and increase the chances of Donald Trump what is the word, acquiescing, right? Like to me you guys have had 2 months or however long it has been. Why should they delay the tariff? You're going to delay the tariff and then they're going to come back and they're being like, oh, we still need more times. How many times are you going to do that? Have you ever been in that situation? I've been in that. I remember, I think that the times that those happened the most was when I was a missionary, or like when you're dating. You ever had that? Come back over here.
Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and
We're
is not
gonna go
suitable
through
for all
this.
investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of
I
future
clicked
results.
the wrong button, guys. Hold on. So stressful. When the world's on fire. Good God. Oh man. Look at this, guys. We're starting to stream over. We're starting over. You buy it and you hope that you gotta get some. Yeah, but we all think you're crazy. You don't fight this. No way. The markets are freaking out and you don't think that anything is wrong? Come back tomorrow and I'll lose it all. Should be fun. Anyways. Where was I going into? Oh yeah. So you ever had this, you're dating and it's like, okay, let's go out Thursday. And then you go and they don't show up. And then they text you and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. X thing happened. You're like, okay, let's reschedule. So then you reschedule it. And then you're like in contact with them and everything. And then you text them like just before you go to make sure that everything is still on and you don't get a response and they don't come. And it's like, how many times do you go through that and they don't show up or whatever? And then eventually they say, oh, you know what? I'm not interested. Right? This happens to people. I think that most people have had an experience like this, right? China is playing. Why should we delay the tariffs? It's not like we didn't tell them that it was coming. There needs to be something that says that we are guaranteed to have a deal, you know, before I would be delaying the tariff, you know. Okay, well, 2 more ticks. The buyers are pushing through. I mean, I think I know what to do in a situation like this, but these losers, clearly this is where we should have gone short. And here's all of the support that you need to do it too. Right? This one right here sucked. I think that when that one lost, that I was in a bad place already. Okay, so notice how they touched 138.50. And then now they're kind of bouncing off of it and coming back a little bit. If they bust through that, it's like game on. Okay. Now you're going to start seeing some stop orders. Yep. You. So now we got the high of this bar, 31.42. Wow. It is starting to get time for me to go. China really is manipulating the market. We're screwed. We've been making fun of the accent China for too long, and now we're paying the price. There was another run there. Maybe I should take 40. Thanks. Thanks. Seth is making it all back in one trade. We're back, baby. I don't think that was enough. Nope. We can make it back, though. Let's look at something here. All is not lost, my friends. There. I have to refresh it. You can trade the micro. Yep. Exactly. Do you have a live squawk? I don't. I'm just using Twitter. I mean, that seems to be a big problem, doesn't it? If I had Rand Squawk, I could have made money on some of those. Because I could have seen all that volatility. I would know why they're doing it, and I could have gone for it. This might just keep... I think that 42 is a good target, and it's going... I just took it off because it's almost 8:30, okay? And I saw like some stop runs there that said, okay, let's get out. Okay, well, let me try this again. If you've had the window open for too long, it won't adjust correctly for some reason. Okay. I only want this one. Yeah. Yeah. And it was starting here. So it was actually starting 8:17 was when I made the change. So well, the beginning of August, let's say. Okay. Oh, wait, I need to make sure that those are the... Okay, yes, that's correct. Okay. So that's how we've been doing in the micro. Can't believe that. Now, what is the stats on this? Oh, actually more losers than winners. Taking that many. Long and short, too. Lost more short, though. It's just the MAE to MFE is so good that check your Discord. We'll make it back. The problem with the E-mini is that, or sorry, with the 10-year, is I need a little bit more room than 1 or 2 ticks, right? I've never had a situation where I was close and it pulled it out. Seems like the data is telling you you're an ES trader. Well, maybe we start trading it more, that might change a bit. I think you'll find. The thing is we're taking a lot of it is taking trades with Ace, and I don't know what his signal is, and I don't think I could do it without him. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got enough on that one that I could think about trading doubles, but I think I want to get myself back above 500 first. So if that was 30, if we just go back here, 163. Oh, so that's really close. That's really close. Like if I had gotten $5 more, it would let me put a 10-year on. Doing it the E-mini makes way more sense because it's just less risk, you know. It's just so much better sized to my count. I do love the 10-year though. Yeah, I know Ace is you know, well, you guys, all you guys are, honestly, but Ace has helped out a lot. You're all good friends. I mean, I don't want to I'm trying to not be like, to get everybody too down. It's just, I'm trying to. Have you considered the macros? Lake Rat. By the way, a lot of new people stopping in and talking. I don't know if you guys are new guys that just haven't watched before, or you've been quiet, but I appreciate it. It's good to know that the stream is growing. I always go through on days like this. I'm like, so like I blow up and then everybody comes and watch me fail one day, and then and then they go away. That's what's going through my head. But anyways, like Rat, I mean, I took a trade there in the E-mini, right? And just found you. Oh, so you just missed what I had shown. You know what? It's hard for me to pull it back up again, and I've got to get going. Basically, I've been pretty profitable over the past 3 months with micro trades. I think the key is having more room to breathe with micros. You have more of that. Yeah. Maybe you're right. I mean, the thing is I took that trade in the E-mini. Great, easy trade. I knew exactly. I was like, well, it should go up. And just take it and hold it. Yeah. Anyways, I was actually surprised how much it was. It was like $280. I was like, really? Really? That's really good. What if I had just only done that and still had not been trading the treasuries? I'm kind of mad. I when I got to 1,000, when I got that back, I wished that I had stopped trading it. Wish that I had stopped and waited for January. Because I tend to do really well in that time period. Well, anyways. No, I'm glad that a lot of you guys enjoy watching the stream. Even if we're not doing well. I always sit back and I'm like, what is it that I'm not so deserving? I'm just the only guy that's dumb enough to record it. That's it. That's really all it is, guys. I'm the only one dumb enough to record it. But yeah. Okay, so let's post our cryptocurrency notes. If you haven't checked out the Patreon, and that's another thing is I feel like that the Patreon is really good. Like, there's so much edge in that. It's a little sad that we only have 15 Patreons right now. We had 20 at one point, but people have gotten sick of the cryptocurrency market and they got out, I think that most of the drop was from people just giving up on cryptocurrencies altogether. Oh, you found us 2 days ago. Okay, cool. I mean, the thing is the stream is growing. Like, you guys all like the video. Go ahead and hit that like video, even though today was an awful day. All right, go ahead. We're growing, and maybe I'm wrong. People can relate to the struggle. You have to be a trader to understand. Yeah. I don't know, Eric Ages. How long can you sit and watch somebody lose for? We have good periods and bad periods. I should just not worry about it. Why should I worry about it? It doesn't matter. I go and I trade my strategy and I do what I know how to do. And I win or I lose. And the channel grows on its own, regardless of which one it's doing, and I have no control over that. And I should just put as much effort into the YouTube channel as I can and hope that it turns out. Maybe micros will be your golden ticket. For me, it was crypto. I don't know, man. So I got out in the right area, actually. That's interesting. Where was my exact exit? 31, 39, 75. Right there. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would have come just short of $50. No, not 50, because I got 40. I don't know. I don't know. This is not over. So let's come back to the chart here really quick. Okay. Here's our 1 hour chart. I've got all this bullshit on here. Okay. So there's definitely some sort of an expansion going on. Okay. Maybe if we go back further out like that. But look, right here. Oh, let's just, you know what? Drawing tools. Which one is it? Remove all drawing objects. Yes. Okay. Curious, no? Maybe the treasuries come up a little bit and do that. But maybe later today, Donald Trump says, well, they didn't do anything. I'm still going to impose the tariff. And this whole thing whips back around. And you know what? If it did that, just based off of the pattern that we're getting, like the way that the extension is happening, that's going to be like, yoop. And then maybe it could, I can dream, right? Hey, listen. Well, we're going to get a lot of views on today's video, so it's okay. I don't know what else to say. You guys have any questions or thoughts before we go? You can catch me on Discord. The ultimate Bart pattern. Yeah, right? That would be the ultimate Bart, wouldn't it? Check the DMs. Yeah, okay, I see it now. Yeah, I'll respond back to that. Anyways, back. Okay, that's interesting. I have to check it. So, I will catch you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, stay profitable, friends. Don't do what I just did. Later.